I'm Peter Campbell from Red Wagon Pizza Company. It's Pizza Week in AZ Cook's kitchen. We've done the dough, we've done the sauce, now it's time to make pizzas. So with dough, the number one concern everyone always has is I'm gonna rip the dough, something's gonna happen. Don't be afraid of the dough. You can always fix it. You take the dough out, you're gonna have a top, you're gonna have a bottom. The bottom's gonna be a little bit sticky, and the top's gonna be a little bit more smooth. We're gonna wanna remember where those places are. You set it into a little bit of flour. Now there's a number of different approaches to spin out a dough. The way I roll out my pizza, spin it out, is I first create a dome. I push out the pizza super flat on the edge all the way around. I continue to make this dough larger by simply pushing down and maintaining the thinnest part of the crust on the edge. So here I have it. It's about as flat as I can get it without a rolling pin. So now I'm gonna lift it up. Again, this is the smooth part of my dough. This is the sticky part of my dough. Put a little bit more flour. So what you're looking to do is make sure that the dough doesn't stick. And making sure you have nice round dough balls. We want to keep them round. One hand's gonna hold this side, this hand's gonna stretch. And you're gonna turn. Hold, stretch. And you just keep doing that over and over and over again until it's nice and even and consistent and round. You're ready to make a pizza. We're gonna start by answering a question that I get at my restaurant all the time. How do I get my crust at home as crispy as you do at Red Wagon Pizza? It's kind of impossible. Your oven only goes to 550 degrees. My oven goes to 900. But there are some tricks. What we're looking to do is cook this dough as it is, without anything on it. You can use a docking tool like this, or you can use a fork and just simply put holes in it. If I don't dock it, that dough will puff up and make a big ball, and I don't want that to happen. I'm now gonna set this in the oven and just cook a blank dough. I'm gonna let this cool on a screen. Now you can use a cookie sheet at home. You can use a pizza screen if you happen to have one like I do. So here we have another dough that we're not gonna dock. Ladle down a little bit of sauce in the middle. I look for about a width of your thumb to the edge. When you're coating your pizza with cheese, you want to make sure to cross the dough sauce line. That's called anchoring the cheese. By anchoring the cheese, what you're doing is you're avoiding the chin burn. You know, you take a bite of pizza and that cheese flaps down and it hits you on the chin? Nobody likes that. So you cross the line of the sauce and the dough, and that anchors your cheese to the crust. When you're topping with cheese, you should also remember cheese is gonna melt. It's gonna spread out and melt, so you don't wanna overdo it. You do wanna see sauce. You want it to be a little bit of a screen. Today we're gonna make our favorite at Red Wagon, the Red Wagon Pizza. So it starts with a little bit of banana peppers, evenly distributed. We're gonna go on to our house-made sausage. Sopressata is typically cut like this, like a pepperoni. At Red Wagon, we don't cut our sopressata like that. We cut it like a ribbon. And then what we do is we stand up those sopressata strips like this. By cutting it that way, it allows the top to crisp up and the fat from the sopressata to kind of render down into the sauce. Now I'm gonna set it in the oven, right on that stone. While that's cooking, let's go back to the crust that we cooked with nothing on it. This is a trick. What we're trying to do is trick the dough into thinking it's in a hotter oven than it really is. It will certainly be a far more crispy pizza by par cooking the crust like this. So again, we're topping the pizza with cheese, creating a bit of a screen. Anchor that cheese on the crust. Make this one just a standard pepperoni pizza. Personally, at home, I might take a little extra cheese on top just to anchor those pepperonis. So now we have a Red Wagon pizza and a pepperoni pizza ready to cut and enjoy.
Did someone say pizza? You know, that old thing, it works every single time. Yeah?
Absolutely, please.
The smells down there for the last couple hours have been absolutely intoxicating.
You were there the whole time?
Well, I was there the whole time.
It's creepy. I like it now.
Oh,
It's good.
it's fantastic. Great sauce, great dough. It's very, very simple, but you have to use good ingredients, which is why I love having the culinary literacy that you provide on a subject that, while I am a great eater of, I am not a great maker of.